back at it again. Shit, why you jumping? It's just the hook. Why you starting? Is it that you should? Shit.
We all know that with hard times comes hard crimes that give people some hard time. We know this, right? But I'm going to tell y'all something. It's not very often that in the world of hard crimes, money counterfeiting and whatnot, you hear a lot about people counterfeiting coins. Except for Canada, because in Canada we have a $2 coin that we call the Toonie. And guess what, y'all? Yeah, that's right. Someone decided to counterfeit it. Let's check this out.
How close do you look at your change?
Not at all.
The chances are not that close. And that's exactly what scammers are banking on. Mike Marshall is a counterfeit coin expert.
If it's a $100 bill, everybody looks at it. A $2 coin, people just don't look at them.
He does, and knows how to tell a real from a fake.
The front right foot on them both are different. One has the split toes.
En ce moment, on a Camel.
A package shipped from China caught the eye of a Canada Border Service Agency officer last January. According to sworn affidavits, when the CBSA officer opened it up, she discovered more than 12,000 fake Toonies, all stamped 2012 and stuffed in plastic bags. They were bought for just 5 cents apiece and addressed to a man named Jean-Francois from Sorel, Quebec.
Hold on. That is a lot. And you paid 5 cents apiece for counterfeit Toonies. That's wild. Like, you could just order it from China. Like, you just ordered counterfeit money from China and they're just going to ship it to you over the border. There's going to be no problem. What's terrifying about this, though, is I just have this feeling that they probably did this before and this is just the first shipment to get caught. Like, I highly doubt this is the first shipment sent. I suddenly feel the urgent need to check all of my change urgently. Okay, let's keep looking.
Officers allege they discovered another 14,581 counterfeit Toonies on his property, in addition to the stock.
I was right! 14,000. So that's probably like 2 different shipments, because they probably have been amping up how many they're sending. So they probably started with a small amount just to test it out, right? And then they did a slightly bigger amount and said, okay, and now, oh my God! Brethren, why would you keep that on your property if you know you're shipping more illegal stuff to yourself? Like, why would you not already have a secondary location, a partner in crime, have spent it all already? Something, right? You just have it chilling out in your house. Really? Okay. Brilliant criminal.
Stockpile uncovered at the airport. More than 26,000 counterfeit coins in all, with a street value of over $53,000.
That is the largest bust that has been reported by Canadian authorities.
According to the CBSA, one of the sellers was a company called Kunshan Long Life Gifts, located in Jiangsu, China. They're marketed as replicas and sold to buyers in North America through e-commerce sites.
Canada Customs, they're busy, so they can't inspect every single package that comes in, and that's an issue.
The Royal Canadian Mint declined our request for an interview, but in a statement said counterfeit Toonies are rare and added that Canada has some of the most secure currency in the world.
Hopefully they're waking up. I doubt it, just because they've got bigger fish to fry.
He's urging the public to give their change a double take. Taria Isri, Global News, Ottawa.
And so I just wanted to show you guys, because look how my name, look, GTA Man cops plea and fake camel toe Toonie case and gets a big fine. Camel toe Toonie case. Like, y'all are making this into a joke. But let's take a look at the comparison between the toes, right? And so you can see, the first image, the toes are kind of together. They're all flat like this, the way a bear is. But in this other one, they have only 3 toes and they're like split like this. And so they're saying they're a camel toe. But there's only 3 toes instead of 4. I guess. Bro, people are so feisty about camel toe. Okay? And so If you didn't catch the details, just really quickly, okay, this is a Toronto area man. He was fined $100,000. So he was fined more money than he made. Well, at least from the Toonies they found. Who knows how many he printed before that, right? And after he quietly pleaded guilty to possession and fraudulent use of thousands of counterfeit $2 coins after depositing the fakes into Canada's banking system. He put it in the banking system and no one looked. During a brief court appearance in Newmarket on December 9th, 2022, that Daexiong He, 69 years old, of Richmond Hill, Ontario, admitted he was guilty for his use of fake Toonies. There's also a second person of interest in his case who appears to have escaped a deportation attempt. Okay? Check out the detail of that. For Mr. He received no prison time even though he faced a maximum sentence of 14 years in jail. Right. 14 years in jail. Now, Ontario General Court Justice Amit Ghosh fined Mr. He $100,000 after he admitted to breaching 2 sections of the criminal code for uttering and possessing counterfeit $2 coins between January 4th, 2021 and November 12th, 2021 without lawful justification or excuse. There's a lawful justification or excuse? Really? Now, the Crown later agreed to stay the second charge of possessing fake Toonies after Mr. He paid his fine by electronic bank draft. Oh, he got so many more shipments through that y'all never noticed. So many. That's wild. That is really wild. He just paid his fine by electronic bank draft and he said, all right, we won't give you no prison time for that. You paid money. Thanks, sir. So as you can, honestly, the reason why Mr. He got caught is because he was doing pretty obvious things. So he deposited, July 26, 2021, he deposited 499 $2 coins into an RBC account. That's like a bank. All of those were counterfeit. On October 2nd, 2021, he deposited 500 $2 coins into an HSBC account located in Scarborough. And they confirmed, the NACB confirmed those were fakes. On November 8th, he deposited a large amount of cash and 3,001 $2 coins at the RBC located, again, in Scarborough. And again, the NACB confirmed those coins were counterfeit. November 12, 2021, Mr. He deposited 500 $2 coins into an account at the BMO located at 1 Spadina Road in Richmond Hill, Ontario, and deemed all of them counterfeit. Again, in the period before the police and Mint began seizing confirmed counterfeit coins, RCMP investigators learned Mr. He made similarly large $2 coin deposits, totaling approximately $80,000 or about 40,000 Toonies that were suspected fakes, making it the biggest fake Toonie case in Canadian history. Wow. Now, recent Quebec arrests, well, we saw the video, it involves a man accused of illegally trying to import more than 26,000 fake Toonies from China. That case remains before a Quebec court. Now, Mr. Hees didn't actually admit to being the one who obtained or printed these coins in any way, right? And his lawyer refused or declined to say where Mr. He obtained the fake Toonies, but then added there was a person of interest that the police were interested in pinning this on. He was illegal in Canada but couldn't be removed or deported because his passport expired. So he was continuing to operate in perhaps a criminal manner inside Canada, known to police, but CBSA, Canadian Border Services Agency, couldn't remove him because he didn't have a valid travel document. Thomas, the lawyer, refused or declined to name this person of interest or nationality, but insisted that's the real story. That he's the real story. He, the person who has not been deported because he has no travel documents, so he's just allowed to wander around Toronto, I guess. Yeah, that person is the real criminal. Now, the person without legal status in Canada was detained by the RCMP and Canada Border Services Agency, and an attempt to deport him was made. But because the person didn't have a passport or other travel document, and because their country of origin was either unable or unwilling to provide a new travel document to him in a timely way, the CBSA was forced to release him from custody. And the person remains at large inside Canada. I mean, it might sound insane that the CBSA can detain people without legal status in Canada for periods ranging from 48 hours to 30 days to prepare deportation proceedings against them, but must get permission from a federal immigration tribunal to extend that detention. Okay, there's a massive loophole here that someone should figure out. That's wild. I mean, I thought we were just doing a story about coins in one case, then it was coins, Toonies in two different cases, one in Toronto, one in Quebec. And now there's a third person, and that third person, I don't know, y'all. I don't even know what to ask you. Y'all let me know what you think about this. This is wild. Wow.
Crazy Canadians back at it again. Shit. Why you jumping? It's just the hook. Why you starting? Is it that you shook? Shit.